These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready?
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on the ball play.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. The Colts at 500, 7-7 on the year. They're coming feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here's Huntley. That one finds Pierce right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. His first carry, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Huntley to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw, Huntley. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, Justin Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A quick throw there out to Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Sony Michel, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And going right back to Pittman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off play action. Huntley sliding out of the pocket. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
The toss here completed to Pittman. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Charger.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Herbert throwing again. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Herbert now. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Hopkins' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Okay, great.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Allen's got it. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. Score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. Herbert. And now here's another interception. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
Here's Taylor again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover. And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. On third down, Michelle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. And there are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it. And this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You could have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really have no chance to, what a short field that you turn the ball over to the other offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they take a knee. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. And they will take a knee here. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable, and that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On the counter, it's Taylor. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 202 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Indianapolis,